Some friendships break because of distance, some because of pride, and some because of one truth left unsaid. This story is about the kind of friendship that feels like family, and how a lie, small as a seed, grew until it tore two hearts apart. My name is Jack Walters. I grew up in a small Ohio town, the kind with one grocery store, two churches, and neighbors who knew when you sneezed. My best friend since the third grade was Ben Cooper. He was everything I wasn't. Confident, quick-witted, the kind of guy who could make a joke out of anything. We went through everything together. First loves, first jobs, first heartbreaks, and even the same college. By the time we were 40, Ben had started a small construction business. I helped him with accounting. Just two guys chasing their American dream. He used to say, "Jack, we're not just friends. We're brothers who forgot to share a last name." And I believed him. But one summer, that brotherhood cracked. It started with a phone call. A supplier wanted payment for lumber, a bill that Ben swore he'd already settled. When I checked the books, the numbers didn't add up. A few invoices were missing, a few payments unaccounted for. When I asked him, he laughed it off. "Don't worry, Jack. Just paperwork. I'll fix it tomorrow." But tomorrow came, and nothing changed. Weeks passed. Then one afternoon, I found a cancelled check, made out to cash, signed by Ben. The amount? The exact total of the missing invoices. I sat there for hours, holding that check, my heart sinking. Could he have stolen from our own company? From me, his best friend? I needed to know the truth. That evening I drove to his house. The porch light was on. His kids were playing in the yard. And for a second, I wanted to believe it was all a mistake. But when I showed him the check, his face changed. He didn't even try to deny it. "Jack," he said quietly, "I'll pay it back. Just don't tell anyone." I stared at him, the man I'd trusted more than anyone. And all I could say was, "Ben, why?" He looked down, then said, "Because I didn't want you to see me fail." That was the night our friendship ended. No yelling, no fight, just silence, and a door closing. Months passed. People in town noticed we weren't talking. No one asked why, but everyone felt it. Ben left the business. I took over. We built new lives. Separately. Every time I saw him at the grocery store or church, he'd nod politely. I'd nod back. And that was it. 5 years went by, 5 birthdays missed, 5 Christmases quiet. Then one day a letter came in the mail. No return address, just my name. Inside was a single line written in Ben's handwriting. "I wish I'd told you the whole truth." Attached was a photo, him and his wife, standing in front of a small house with a foreclosure sign. That's when I realized he hadn't taken the money to cheat me. He'd used it to keep his family from losing their home. I sat there, tears falling onto that paper. All the anger I'd carried for years suddenly felt small. The next morning, I drove to his house, or what used to be his house, but they'd moved. The neighbors said he'd left town after his wife got sick. No one knew where. I searched for months. Nothing. It was like he'd disappeared from the map. Then one day, I got a call from the hospital in Dayton. A nurse said, "Mr. Walters, your name's on Mr. Cooper's emergency contact list." My breath caught. After all those years, he still had my number. When I arrived, he was thin, pale, but his eyes still had that spark. He smiled weakly. "Hey, brother." Took you long enough, I didn't know what to say, so I just sat beside him, and for a long time, We said nothing. Finally, he whispered, "I didn't just lie about the money. I lied about something else." He paused, struggling for breath. "I told everyone you turned on me, that you ruined the business. It was easier than saying I ruined it myself." I closed my eyes. That lie. I didn't know about it. Not until that moment. And yet, he looked so broken. So sorry. "Ben," I said softly, "you could have told me the truth back then." He smiled faintly. "I know. But I thought lies were cheaper than losing your friendship. Turns out, they cost everything." That night, I forgave him, not because he deserved it, but because I missed my friend. Ben passed away 2 months later, peacefully, quietly. At the funeral, his daughter handed me a sealed envelope. Inside was a check, made out to me for the exact amount he'd taken years ago, and a note that said, "Truth costs less than regret." I never cashed it. I keep it framed in my office, not as a reminder of the lie, but of the friendship that outlived it. Sometimes I still visit his grave, bring 2 cups of coffee, his black, mine sweet. I sit there and talk like old times, and every time I feel something lift from my chest, because forgiveness, it doesn't rewrite the past, it simply gives you back your peace. Moral: truth costs less than regret, because the truth may hurt once, but regret hurts forever. Thank you for listening to this story. If it touched your heart, please share your thoughts in the comments below. Have you ever lost someone because of pride or silence? Maybe this story is your sign to reach out and say what still needs to be said. And don't forget to subscribe for more true, emotional stories about love, forgiveness, and the lessons we learn when life gives us second chances. Until next time, take care of your heart and speak your truth before silence does.